My God, it's Jimmy Carter and John Allen.
We're here.
We're here, very much.
Johnny?
Welcome to Cape Breton.
I want to hear those phones ringing first.
Absolutely. Oh, we got to get them.
567-2555. I was supposed to be with John Travolta today in Los Angeles. I said, I'm not doing that. I'm here with John Allen.
All right, yes.
And I'm here with you, Cape Breton, and you make me proud today. It's a wonderful thing, the Christmas Daddies. I give it my time, and I want to do everything we can to get these phones ringing today, and you've got something for us.
Absolutely. The other night, when I came down here, Friday night, we went down to Marble, which is over in Inverness County, a Gaelic. There was a bunch of kids there. They're going to Scotland next March, and we had a little fundraiser for them. And after it was over, they gave me an envelope that said a $100 donation to Christmas Daddies from the Marble Gaelic class.
Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
This is $100 from the Marble Gaelic class. So thank you very, very much. We had a good time.
Good. You know, I think this is too good a band to be a band. I now appoint you, by the powers invested in me, by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police in the back.
Yes.
The Christmas Daddies Orchestra, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
It's a much classier name. We don't, orchestra now. All right. Let's go back to Bill, but let's raise some money today. 567-2555.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
All right, Jimmy Carter, you're back again, and we do thank you're very generous to give of your time.
Great to be back. I love it up here. I got to go to Lewisburg yesterday. I didn't see anybody, but I waved when I was there.
A lot of spirits there, man.
A lot of spirits there. Went to the fort and went up to the lighthouse.
What comes to your mind, Jimmy, when you were involved in a telethon such as Christmas Daddies? What comes to your mind?
Well, the father in me comes out. I have two daughters, 18 and 12. And one thing I've tried to teach them from doing telethons is that around Christmas time particularly, it's a lot better to give than to receive. And I think you have to start giving that lesson early, to teach people to give. Because we do so much, get, let me have, what am I going to get?
Yeah.
And I try to get them to really think about giving. And that's a good thing that you moms and dads could do out there. I know that a lot of people around here have had some hard times in the last few years, but I know right now a lot of people are decorating their Christmas tree. I've heard that's a tradition during the Christmas Daddies telethon. That's a wonderful thing. But one thing you can also do is give a little lesson to your children and let them maybe dial the number, and with your assistance, help you make the pledge, and then maybe even go to the bank tomorrow to give it to them and teach them, start them out young.
Great message, Jimmy. We also have the beautiful and talented Kim Rhodes from Another World. Are you a good person or are you borderline? What?
I'm a bad witch, Dorothy. I'm a very, very bad witch.
You're
Jimmy,
yeah, I'm a nut job.
Move the camera, Jimmy.
Right.
You interviewer. Go ahead. You do this all the time.
On Another World.
Yes.
When they hired you, did they tell you were going to be crazy, or did you just go to the audition and said you'll be a good crazy person?
I think I brought what I have deep down inside to the character, and so she naturally kind of went to the psychotic level. I knew she was going to be not a good girl, but I had no idea the depths of depravity to which she would
But isn't it's a lot more fun to play a bad girl than a good girl, isn't it?
I love it. And I mean, you have so many more opportunities. You're rarely going to find a good girl who's a cat burglar, who's a voodoo priestess, who shot her ex-husband.
Just the usual soap opera stuff, right?
Yeah. That's the good girls have to do things like keep their virginity, and really that's no fun.
Well, for an actress it is. Now, when you're
Hi, hello, hi.
Leave John Allen out of this.
Welcome.
When you're a bad girl, though, you have to find some good qualities to make her real, don't you?
Yes.
And
Well,
what are her good qualities?
She's loyal.
Okay.
She
good
is
quality.
fiercely loving.
We like that.
And she's very smart, and she's very emotional. The reason she's a bad girl is because she makes emotional responses. She is hurt, she hurts back. She's in love, she tries to get what she's in love with.
How do the viewers respond to your character when you meet them outside?
Yeah.
Well, this is the first place I've ever been where there's been such an overwhelming response from viewers. And it's wonderful. I usually get a big hug and then oh, you're such a bad girl.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's what Bill and I did.
Anyway.
We hugged her and said, oh, you're such a bad girl.
I think right now we'll go over to Fonz on the pledge desk. Fonz?
He gets nervous.
Thank you, Bill. And hey, folks, I've got some great news to report. We're only a half hour into this telethon. We've
have to go back to the desk now.
Thank you very much, Janet. Our Magic Christmas Daddies number is 567-2555. Toll-free number is 1-877-567-2525. Don't leave home without making your contribution. All you have to do is pick up the phone, call those numbers, Then you can leave the house and
Then you can go
enjoy
to
the
Grandma.
rest of
Go
the day.
visit Grandma. Do whatever you're going to do this afternoon.
Go
It's
on.
a pretty day.
Or stay with us because we have
We're going to have so much fun here today. You don't want to miss that. But if you got to go do something this afternoon, make your pledge now. Don't say you'll do it at 5 o'clock. Go ahead and do it now. Then you'll feel good about yourself all the rest of the day.
I asked Jimmy what it meant to be on a show like this. Kim, what does it mean to you?
It's beautiful. It's amazing, and it's about making promises here and keeping your promises.
Right.
We will know. We know these things.
And it's important to honor your pledge the first thing Monday morning at any local branch of the Royal Bank of Canada or your local credit union. We're going to be with you until 6 o'clock this evening, and we have tremendous talent.
I want to hear those phones a little louder, Bill.
Yeah.
Was it 567-2555? I'm hearing them now a little better. 56.
World fans, and apparently there's a lot of them out there. Here's a great prize. We have this picture taken last year and donated by Picturesque Photography. It's Natalie McMaster and Stephen Schnitzer. He's cast from another world. Natalie has autographed the photo, and we have another world script autographed by Stephen. How is Stephen?
Stephen is very well. Stephen's back. We've got him.
He's back again.
Watching Another World. You know, you haven't seen a lot of him up until a couple of months ago, but he's a man now. He's working pretty hard.
Now let me ask you. Let me ask you.
Yes.
Do you actually memorize everything, or do you have cue cards, or what?
No, we have to memorize it. We don't have teleprompters. We don't have cue cards. It is memorized.
I know they do it, but I wouldn't last a day.
I couldn't do it. I don't think
look, this is all the stuff that's in one day.
And you,
now, they obviously don't have to memorize the whole thing.
So you got to go home and spend the night with a script, really.
Yeah,
pretty well.
Quite frequently. That's what I do.
Listen, Jimmy, we were talking before about the great talent in Cape
absolutely.
Breton. We have some more,
We've got some stuff, music here now. I mean, first of all, we're going to have Cape Breton's favorite children's performers, Duncan and the Apple and the Tree Band, and their song is Ring Them Bells. And then an upcoming country star, Scott Phillips, is going to sing My Love Will Always Be Like That. But first, and I like this part, the primary classes of the Mirror Road Elementary School singing a medley of Santa's Helper and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
And let's go over to Jimmy now, who's with some local hockey heroes.
I'll tell you what, I could have lasted a little bit longer by myself with Mike here. I'm trying to learn all the nuances. The Nashville Predators are a big success with the NHL in Nashville our first year, and I'm trying to figure out about icing and all these other things. 3 years ago, I couldn't have told you anything about it, but we're having a good time. And I know Mike here, you were with Dallas for a little while.
Yeah, I went through a lot of the same thing that you did with the new team in Dallas, and you were talking, Jimmy, about a way to educate the fans. Well, in Dallas, we had a poster of a hockey player without his jersey and socks on, where they were pointing to all different pieces of equipment. Something for that's second nature for Canadians, and you know, we kind of smile at that. But for them, they didn't really understand the game, and we had to teach them.
I think our hardest part in Nashville, since we're so hillbilly, is we can't pronounce any of the names of the hockey players. They're all from somewhere other than South Alabama and Tennessee, and they're a little bit difficult in the name department. But it's a fast sport, and thank you, Canada, for bringing it down to us, because it's really the country music community has really endorsed it. Now, what are you doing these days? You're a Cape Bretoner?
I'm from Cape Breton, about an hour and 15-minute drive from Sydney, a small town called River Bourgeois. And a proud Cape Bretoner, and proud to be here today to help out with the Christmas Daddies. Right now, I've been back in Halifax for the last couple of years, so I'm living in Halifax.
This is God's country. Now I got some boys here who are young hockey players. I guess hopefully they'll come back when you're big NHL stars, right? All right, where are you from? Who's your name?
I'm from Middle River, Cape Breton. I'm Donald Johnstone.
Okay.
I'm Robert Sullivan from Halifax. I'm Robbie Bennett from Newfoundland.
All right, and these boys play with the Screaming Eagles. They're a hot hockey team. And you got something for Christmas Daddies?
Yeah, we had a family skate with the Eagles there a couple of weeks ago, and then a couple of the games we had a pro shot game for the kids, and we managed to raise $580 for...
$580, congratulations, that's right. Do you remember, how important is Christmas to you? You remember any great Christmases when you were a kid?
Well, I don't know, it's always nice to get together with all your family and stuff. You know.
You got a hockey stick probably for Christmas a couple times, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
A couple of pucks?
Yeah.
You know, Christmas is such an important thing for everybody, and I remember, I can't tell you what I had to eat yesterday, but I certainly can remember Christmas. And this is why it's such a great thing right now to use the phone, call it. Don't wait till 5:30 or 5:45 when there's so much drama. Go ahead and do it now, and you'll make you feel real good. And you got something for me, I understand? Oh, boy. Hold this for me, please.
Let's give you a hockey jersey.
All right. All right, I have new clothes. All right, I'm going back to my Hockey 101 class. In the meantime, back to Ron.
Thanks, nice going, Jim. You know, a lot of people have been telling us over and over again that Christmas Daddies is so much a part of their life because it's the official start of the holiday season.
Oh, is that right? Yeah,
yes.
it would be. Yeah.
And it means so much to everybody, and you can make it mean so much for a lot of people who
and
really
we have to remind people again that the money that you give in your local area stays there. It goes to the children in your community.
That's right.
You could be helping your neighbors. You are
exactly.
Absolutely, and you know, really give us a hand here. And you know, you want to hear some music?
I'd love to.
Would you like to hear some music?
Yes.
Serious about your craft right here, I tell you what. And I know you are too, buddy. I know I've been to Cape Breton when I hear this. It's beautiful.
Thank you for saying that. We think it's pretty good anyway here in Cape Breton.
I don't think I hear this I don't really hear this music anywhere else, I guess, in North America. This is Cape Breton sound, isn't it?
It's Cape Breton sound, that's for sure. Resembles Irish a bit and Scotland.
Well, I love it. I think that's great. I know there are not a lot of fat people here because they're all doing this. Burning calories. Let's go back to Bill now. Here we go.
Thank you very much, Jimmy. Our telephone number, 567.
Bill Jessup at the anchor desk.
Thank you very much, Donnie. 567-2555 is the number to call. We are getting warmed up.
Those phones ringing. I don't hear them very loud again.
Very,
you don't.
very silent.
Because the music's so good and it's so interesting to watch the show. You got to remember, you got to make a phone call. That is the point. 567-2555 and toll free. If you're out in the hinterlands, as my friend Dan always likes to hear, 1-877-567-2555.
Okay, now we also like to mention the set decorating here today from let's try this again. You just hit me.
He's a professional. Be careful.
Emerald Isle decorations here as well. J.R. Rahe's with the chairs. Plus, J.R. Rahe's has given us a love seat. We're going to be making a draw on a little bit later on.
My favorite kind of seat.
Plus, you can win 24 dozen date squares.
No, they're stuck in my teeth. I hate those. You can't win the date squares. They're all gone.
And you can talk to Kim on the phone if you call in a minute. You want to, she'll
I
come
went up to answer the phones and they weren't ringing.
Yep.
They are now.
So, if you want like plots, tips, anything that I can legally tell you, or illegally, if you promise not to get me fired.
I've got a question I'd like to ask you right off the bat. Why is your hair dark now when everything else is gold? Is this like a sneak preview of the The new character?
It's natural. What are you saying? Just because it was red left? No, I dyed it.
So's mine. My hair's perfectly natural.
Yeah, we discolored it again, so it's a
Mine
whole
didn't
new
make it through the
Cindy.
baggage claim. I don't want to put it there.
I have a question I want to ask. That is one fabulous looking
Yes, it is. Beautiful jersey.
Now, I got to wear one of those down there, but when I finished wearing it, there was a guy standing there, give us back the shirt, Scott.
Because that was going to me. That was why.
Is that got a number 4 on the back? No, see, mine had a number 4 on the back of it.
Oh, okay.
And they took it back, but you got to keep yours.
That's why I'm not taking it off. That's why.
Because you got to keep your Cape Breton Screaming Eagles. So if I was like from Tennessee, I could keep something from my home.
That's how it works. And the reason I get to keep this is because you're going to get so much money today to Christmas Daddies that we're all going to be happy. So let's go over to the pledge board and get some more requests. Here we go.
Thank you very much. We have some great pledges here this afternoon. For Sarah, John, Jordan, Mike, Emily, and Marion Bully from Antigonish, $100. Thank you very much. Angus Chisholm from the J.J. Carroll House in Antigonish, $20 pledge. Thank you very much. J.R.'s Tanning Spa in Antigonish, $40. Thank you. And the Cayley family from Newtown, Guysborough County. Nice to hear from Guysborough County today. A pledge of $10. To Alan.
Okay, this is a challenge to all the merchants. This is from Alan Merchant from Port Hawkesbury. He pledged $5. And also another, this is a challenge from AP Transmission from Gardner Mines. And they sent in $100 and they want to challenge all the other transmission stops and all that stuff. And okay, we have one here from Mary E. Gillis from Broadcove, Inverness County. She pledged $10. And Janet, she wants your story.
My incredibly embarrassing story?
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
yeah,
my incredibly embarrassing... Oh, it's not coming yet.
No, not yet?
No, not yet. We're going to go to 4 o'clock. We're going to collect all that money together.
Okay.
You know, Mrs. Gillis was awfully generous with her $10 pledge, but, you know, my pride is worth more than $10. So keep them coming, keep them coming. You know, when I think of things, silly things and being embarrassed, I think of my cousin Davey McKay. He's David now. He's a big, tall guy. Lives in Amherst. David, if you're watching, I know you'd love to see me embarrassed, so pledge, call in, please. I'd love to hear from you. Give your pledge, help the kids. We also have a challenge to all other kennels to donate. From Ben Bray Kennels, Dennis and Geraldine Tobin of Sellerton send in a $20 pledge. Again, if you can, all of the kennels, beat that. Amy and Lel Leahy of Maple Avenue, I assume that's in Sydney here, $100 donation.
Wonderful.
Thanks very much. Time for us to go back to the fireplace.
Much, Janet. 567-2555 is the number to call. 1-877-567-2555 if you're outside the Sydney area. Please give us a call. Make those phones ring. Even more importantly, tomorrow morning, first thing, get to the Royal Bank, any Royal Bank, and honor the pledge. So what do you guys think of the music you've been hearing here so far?
Absolutely great.